All right. Good morning. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Give me a mic check. Let me know you can hear me. All right. Oh shit. Okay, I guess y'all can hear me. I just heard myself. All right. All right, everybody. What's going on with y'all? What's going on? What's going on? What's up, Lexi? What up, Melissa? What up, Sandy? What up, Dale Part? What up, Jamie? What up, MTGB? Who else? Somebody, Leave the Bieber. She came in earlier. Countess blog. That chick Chanel. What's going on there? The mom filed this. Yeah, I saw something on that. I saw something about that. Well, here's the thing. I'm coming into this story blind, so I don't know everything. What's going on with this? So as always, I'm gonna be like feeding off of y'all. I guess with information y'all gathered, but I'm gonna tell you. Well, before we get started, y'all, if you have it, go get you some Tiger Balm. This shit is the bomb. You know, I put this shit on last night because I was planning on going live about this last night, and I wiped some of this stuff on my arm last night. I mean, instant relief, you know. So this some bad shit. Thank y'all for telling me about it. But I really prefer the patch though. I like the patch better. But anyway, like I was saying though, one thing that has intrigued me about this story is I'm gonna play the news clip. Is that the RPD or the Police Locust Club, whatever it's called, said this is not the first encounter they have with this young lady. And when I heard that, I'm like, wow, so what's really going on with this young lady? You know, does she have like behavior issues, or is it mental issues, or whatever the case may be? You know, I don't know. But they kind of intrigued me when I heard that this is not the first time they had to deal with this girl, and I don't think this is the first time they had to put her in handcuffs. All right, this may be the first time they had to go to that extreme, but this is not her first rodeo. But anyway, though, let's get right into it. Let me know how the video is showing. Is everything clear? Y'all hear me clear? Is it glitching or is anything like that? Y'all let me know if everything's showing clear. Because y'all know last few times I tried to go streaming and it gave me problems. So y'all let me know if the video is clear. Are we getting to drop frames? Are we buffering? You know, y'all let me know what's going on with that. All right. Hey, what's going on, my wild Haber, or however you say that shit? I ain't seen you in the last few streams. All right. What up, my man UFO in a minute? All right, guys, let me stop talking and let's get into this. All right. And we also go get into the video. We're going to get into the full video. And we're going to get into what Mayor Lovely had to say about the whole thing. And as always, y'all share your thoughts in the comments section. And I want to see what y'all talking about. Let's go.
At breaking news, we're learning more about a police-involved incident sparking outrage tonight. A 9-year-old girl in distress, pepper sprayed by police. Body camera footage from officers has been released to the public, and officials are now weighing in. Jack Watson joins us now live with the very latest on all this. Jack, that includes a late comment tonight from the Rochester LOCUST.
Oh, Lord. Here we go with a damn ad. It's hard doing these. You can download these things, but apparently they must have stopped where you could do that. I don't know. Unless somebody could give me some kind of idea how I can download these news clips. Instead, I got to go to the news site because now they stop it right in the middle of the news.
And good evening, everyone. That breaking news, we're learning more about a police-involved incident sparking outrage tonight. A 9-year-old girl in distress, pepper sprayed by police. Body camera footage from officers has been released to the public, and officials are now weighing in. Jack Watson joins us now live with the very latest on all this. Jack, that includes a late comment tonight from the
I was wrongly accused of abusing my son due to a defective product.
And good evening, everyone. That breaking news, we're learning more about a police-involved incident sparking outrage tonight. A 9-year-old girl in distress, pepper sprayed by police. Body camera footage from officers has been released to the public, and officials are now weighing in. Jack Watson joins us now live with the very latest on all this. Jack, that includes a late comment tonight from the Rochester Locust Club.
That's right, Maureen, and we will hear from the Locust Club later in the newscast tonight. But first, that body-worn camera footage, we have it. I want to warn our viewers before we show it, though. This comes from the perspective of 2 different officers, and some might find the footage disturbing. This is police-worn body camera footage. A Friday afternoon incident on Avenue B, a family trouble call, during which a child was sprayed with what police described as an irritant.
Your last chance, otherwise pepper spray's going in your eyeballs. Come on, let's go.
Handcuffed, the child refused to sit back in the car, crying for her dad.
Just at this point.
When police were initially called to the scene, the girl ran away. Police say the child was detained at the request of her custodial parent to wait for an ambulance. Police say they feared she would hurt herself or others. A press release says the circumstances required the officer to spray the child. Mayor Lovely Warren says it warrants an investigation.
This video, as a mother, is not anything that you want to see.
Warren says this is not an incident the new person in crisis, or PIC team, would be called to because of the initial 911 call. The team, which was announced about 10 days ago, sends mental health professionals to mental health calls. The mayor tonight calling for change.
And it's something we have to change. It is not an option. We must change how we do business, how we treat people.
RPD Interim Chief Cynthia Harriet Sullivan came on board at the end of last year. She says the department is still working on reevaluating its own policies.
Please know that this process is continuous for us, and it's never going to end. This is the kind of thing we're always going to be vigilant about, evaluating who we are and what we do as a department.
To clarify, Maureen, we know that at least one officer sprayed the child in those videos. Police say they will do an internal review of this situation. There is no word yet on the status of these officers, and the Police Accountability Board will also be looking into this incident. Live at the Locust Club headquarters, Jack Watson, News 8.
All right, Jack, thank you. As mentioned, Mike MAZZEO, the president of the Rochester Police Locust Club, the police union, spoke late this evening saying the child in question has had contact with police before, and he did call this a difficult situation. He said officers did not violate policy.
This is incredible that we're dealing with a 9-year-old girl. But this is not the first time she's been put in handcuffs. That goes back to November. When it's determined that she needs help and there's a mental hygiene, they have to be restrained. If that's not going to be the policy and the way that things are worked, then we need to change them. But they have to operate on what they have and what they can utilize.
So we do know the child was later released from the hospital and returned home to her family. Many city council members have been speaking out about this, and state lawmakers as well. Outrage heavy. You can find the very latest developments on this at rochesterfirst.com.
All right.
Cutting edge fashion.
And that's why I say, guys, that's one of the things that intrigued me about this story is they saying this is not her first rodeo. Back in November, they had to restrain her then. I saw somebody say they stay hometown. Divine Feminine Indie Love 111. You say this your hometown. Tell me what's going on down there, dear. You want to come on up? I'll let you come on up and talk to me about what's going on down there. I just found that intriguing that this is not the first rodeo that this young lady had. So again, they just made me automatically think that maybe she had behavior issues or disorders or what's the other term I'm trying to mention? Maybe mental issues or something like that. I don't know, but then also what I found interesting that they say the Cadusto parents, if I said that word right, they the one who called the police and asked them, I guess, to restrain the girl until they get an ambulance there, because they're afraid she's going to hurt somebody, or either that was the police that said they wanted to. As a matter of fact, let me read what it says right here. It says, an officer responded to a residence on Avenue B and were approached by a custodial parent of a minor. The custodial parent told the RPD that her child was going to cause self-harm. So it was the parents, okay, that she was going to cause self-harm to herself and others before she ran away from the residence. Okay, so she runs away from home. She elopes. Police say the girl was agitated when she saw her parents. The RPD official said in a press release this caused the minor to pull away and kick at the officers, which required an officer to take the minor down to the ground. According to the RPD, for the minor's safety and at the request of the custodial parent, the minor was handcuffed and detained in the back seat of a patrol car to await for an AMR. Officers say the minor refused to listen to them as they gave her multiple commands to place her feet inside a patrol car. This required the officer to use an irritant on the minor. Now they're using the word required. This was required. So wow. The minor was transported to Rochester General Hospital under mental hygiene. Okay, so I guess she does have mental issues. I don't know. Under mental hygiene law 9.41, the minor was treated and released to her family. Sunday, the city of Rochester released police-sworn body camera footage of the incident with some redactions to protect the privacy of the child. And the Rochester Police Accountability Board released the following statement. It says, our community needs to see exactly what happened on Avenue B, said police. Director Connor Dwyer Reynolds. While the PAB cannot conduct disciplinary hearings, we still have a legal duty to bring transparency to all of the RPD's policy and practices, including those at issue here. The PAB will be working to ensure all relevant information, including bar-worn camera footage, is released to the public without delay. The PAB will continue to advocate for changes that keep our communities' children safe, include our call for the city to ban police use of chemical weapons against Rochesterans of all ages. All right, so I guess they're trying to get rid of that. I guess they're trying to get rid of the using irritant or whatnot. So yeah, with that being said, and then y'all heard the guy said right there that they say it was no policies broken. So according to him, I guess all the police did what was within their policy, So I don't live in Rochester, so I don't know what is right, what is wrong, or anything like this. So I just can't say, but wow, let me say this right here. I'll say this right here. A lot of I work with people with disabilities, and I never worked with a child with disability except for one. But the only thing I had to do with him was get him on the bus, and he going to school. But he was autistic, and he never really bothered nobody, let alone, I don't remember him really just screaming and things like that. He probably did it at home, but I never recall him ever screaming and cutting up inside the daycare that I was working at the time. But however, though, I work with adults, so it's a whole different thing, and we have to use restraints. If they cut up and try to fight us, we are trained to use restraints for our safety. Now, Of course, they're not gonna give us any permission to spray anything on them. You know, they're just illegal. You know, dealing with them like that. But however, though, we have a crisis team that we had to call. Now, I don't know if it's within their policies if they can spray them with irritant or whatnot. So, coming from a person who deal with people with disorders, you know, it could be a hectic thing, you know, and for the parents to jump to action right there, you know, apparently this young girl may have done something before, you know, to hurt somebody, you know. So, man, you know, so I can imagine they had to deal with a child that goes in and out of emotion like that. I can imagine what they dealing with. That shit ain't easy, yo. It's really not easy. And that's why a lot of these people put them in the programs that I work with, because they cannot handle them. I mean, people love to keep their family around and take care of them. But I guess their behaviors is so out of control that they cannot handle them. They rather put them in a program with us as DSPs, personal assistants, wherever our positions are, where we are well trained to deal with people with behaviors. But they do also have training for dealing with children with behaviors with certain defensive techniques to deal with them. But again, they don't give us anything to say that if they get too out of control, we get to spray them in the eye with something, you know. But they do have a crisis team that we can call to deal with the issues. So I can imagine what they're going through dealing with a 9-year-old that's got behaviors like that. And know it may be too just out of control. They don't know what to do or whatnot. So that's just my assessment of everything. I don't know. So, and I just hope this is not a repetitive thing, that every time she gets in trouble, that this is what they had to do. They got to call the police every time she gets out of control. I mean, it's got to be something in place where they can, I guess, put her in restraint. You know, not necessarily handcuff her, but I thought when people, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I thought when people deal with people like that, they got stuff, they get y'all training or some kind of program to when they act out, you know, you can restrain them too until they calm down. I don't know. I don't have any children, so y'all tell me. I don't know. But I can just imagine what they're going through. I can just imagine what they're going through. All right. Let me see what some of y'all are saying. Right. James just said we were taught body hold. That's what I'm saying. So, you know, I don't know, guys. So that's why I say I'm coming into this blindly. So right now, I'm not saying whose side I'm on. If even at the end of this, if I'm even going to pick a side, you know, because everybody has a job to do, you know. So let me see what some of y'all saying. Santa said, get the mom and get control for her. Well, let me see what Scotty did. What else Scotty dripping? He said, what did you say? You say the mom is trash and disgusting. Oh shit, the mama must have said something. She ain't no business. Cardi B said there's no excuse to pepper spray. Oh my God, really? Oh Lord, this damn thing starting that shit again. Oh Lord, I hope I ain't gotta shut this down. I really hope I ain't gotta shut this down. But let's see where it goes. Melissa said, yes, there are other more appropriate ways to restrain. I am also unsure why it was really required to mace her, because if I recall rightly, she was sitting in the car already. Well, Melissa, here's the thing. They say they made her head in the car, but she was refusing to sit in the car, and she was kicking at the officers. That, you know, that's how they putting it. You know, I don't know. I wasn't there, but however, though, we finna watch that video. Matter of fact, right now, we're gonna watch the video of everything. What went down between this young lady, and the cops. Ladies and gentlemen, here's what went down. And if anybody got anything about the mom speaking out, please send it to me. Because I want to hear what she got to say. But anyway, let's take a look. Get a thumbs up for your boy. Appreciate you.
I just gotta talk to you. You're not in trouble. Come here. Come here. Stop. You're not in trouble. Come here. Come here.
Okay, the first thing I noticed, he tried to talk to her and said, hey, you're not in trouble. Come here. You can hear the little girl say no. He said, come here. She said no. So, wow.
I'm not gonna walk all the way down the street for you. Come here. It's freezing out.
Scotty Drippin', are you serious? Tell me you lying, bro. You said the mom, Mr. Brewster, was calling the daughter stupid, dumb, and tried to hear her in front of cops. Are you serious? Oh, wow.
No! Stop. 247.
I am not.
247. I got her at 76 Harris. Just start a rig.
Get off of me!
Stop.
No, y'all. Tell me y'all playing.
Get off of me!
Tell me y'all playing, man. Come on, man. Tell me she didn't do that. And I'm sorry to stop it, but I'm looking at y'all comments. Tell me y'all lying. Tell me y'all fucking with me. Somebody email me, say, Chris, are we just fucking with you? Please tell me. Because I'm listening to the girl right now. You can kind of tell how she sounding, you know, she's kind of awful in behavior mode already. Wow. Oh, man.
What's going on?
Get off of me.
I'm not going to get off.
Get off.
What is going on? How can I help you?
Get off of me.
No, because
I don't want
you're not
to be there.
Harris, you're not going to run away from me, okay? Because I'm going to have to chase you, okay? And I got like 6 other cars coming to chase you.
I don't care.
All right?
I don't care.
Well, come and talk to me, please.
No, I don't want to.
Dear. What is it? What is going on? What did you tell your mom? What did you tell your mom?
I'm not wanting you.
Huh?
I'm not going.
Huh?
I'm not going.
That's fine. Well, what did you tell your mom?
What?
What happened? Why are you so upset?
She stabbed my dad.
Who did?
Her.
She did? Okay.
That was my blood you seen off of my lip. The what? No, it was not, because when he walked in the house, he was holding his stomach. It was my blood. How the hell? So your lip gonna bleed all the way down to your stomach, to your pants.
Fighting on the porch.
Who's
yes,
your dad?
Grown ass little girl. You're grown as a bitch.
Who's
Don't know
your
what
dad?
you're talking about. Look at you.
Who's your dad?
That was your blood of your lip. That much.
Did she just call her a grown little bitch? Did I just hear that right?
Who did?
Her.
She did? Okay.
That was my blood you seen off of my lip. The what?
No, it was not, because when he walked in the house, he was holding his stomach.
It was my blood. How the hell?
So your lip gonna bleed all the way down to your stomach, to your pants.
Fighting on the porch.
Who's
yes,
your dad?
grown ass little girl. You're grown as a bitch.
Who's
Don't know
your
what
dad?
you're talking about. Look at you.
Who's your
That
dad?
was your blood of your lip. That much blood?
Yes, he had me in the head like you finna really make me do.
Ma'am.
Really finna go in on your ass. Now, because she 9 years old, she really be. That's why she
Here's what
done.
happened.
That's why she's done. It's okay. You sit there and watch this man put his hands on me all the time.
That's why this girl right here acting the way that she acting. Did y'all hear what that lady just said? You sit up here and watch this man put his hands on me all the time. And then earlier you say, what you think you is, a grown little bitch? How the hell? That is, oh my God. This whole house now, for just hearing that little bit, this whole house dysfunctional. That's why that girl acting like that. She's seeing shit that she don't need to be seeing. And she's in a fucked up, broken home. For just a little bit I just heard. This is awful. And you talk to this girl like this. And I'm pretty much sure you talk to her like that, she talk to you like that. Y'all both be cussing each other out. And the way you and that daddy probably fighting in front of this girl, you probably try to fight that girl like that too. Wow.
All the time.
Did you stab him?
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
How do you know that?
Because
how do you know that?
Yes, because when he walked in the
Come
house,
to my car, let's
when he
talk.
walked
It's
in the
freezing
house,
out. Come on.
he was holding. Okay, so your
Hold on.
lip gonna
I'm
go
not-
with his blood. And
He has me in the headlock.
I'm not
So you
saying.
stabbed
I'm
him?
sitting here arguing with it. Yeah, so I stabbed him. I stabbed him.
Yes, you did.
I just put the police on him. They gonna find him.
No,
He is.
no.
They gonna find.
She said she saw the woman stab her dad. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Wow.
Here, just come with me to my car.
You gonna get your ass for sitting here lying.
I'm not.
Come on.
I'm not going to listen.
First of all, Stevieanna, you gonna bring your ass to this motherfucking house, and I'm gonna ask you one more time. You gonna bring your ass to this house if I yoke your ass up and drag you home? I got custody. You're my child. So you gonna take your ass home right now, and you gonna take your ass in the house.
All right, come on. Hold on. Not helping you.
Go to fuck in the house now.
Come on.
45.
Come on. Ma'am,
I wish you might.
if you want my help, just get up.
I wish you might.
Stop. Stop.
Who the fuck is you talking to like that? Get away. Who the fuck is you talking to like that? Who the fuck is you talking to like that?
No.
Come on, you gotta come with me.
Motherfucker.
You gotta come with
Who
me.
the fuck is you
Come on.
talking to like that?
Come on, dear. All right, listen.
now.
Do me a
You
favor.
gotta be fucked
Do me a
up.
favor. Go back to the house. All right.
Oh man, wow, I can't. This is crazy. This is sad. And I know I speak a lot about parents, getting their kids in check and all that. I want to say this right here. And how can I say this? I see people getting upset about what the cops did. And you have your right to be upset, or whoever you feel you need to be upset with. But after y'all heard, if y'all saw this video, the people who got upset with the police, after y'all heard all this, y'all not upset with the mom? And here's where I'm coming from. Did y'all hear how this young girl talking? Did y'all hear what she said she saw? All right? So instead of the mom trying to calm this child down because this child is distraught about what she saw, you talk to her like she a nigga on the street. And long as this story been out, I ain't heard nobody talk about that. All I'm hearing is people talking about the police. But nobody's talking about the dysfunction that's going on right now between a 9-year-old and a grown-ass woman, which is her mother. Nobody's saying nothing about that. Nobody's saying nothing about this. This woman called this girl a bitch and tried to fight her in front of the cops, trying to prove her dominance. When you see this girl is fucked up already, it's because of you and that dude. That's why she don't want to be there. She your child, yes, while you treating her as if she's your child. You talking to this girl like she's a grown woman and you want to fight her. I don't get it. I don't.
Dear, you're not running away from me. You're not running away. Come on.
Can I help ya?
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Can I help ya? Can I help you?
Come on.
Can I help you? Can I help you? Can I help you?
All right, let's go. Stop. Enough.
Can I help you?
Enough.
You can suck my dick. You can suck my dick. And you can suck my dick. What's up?
Enough.
What up?
Is that the 9-year-old telling that grown woman to suck her dick? Is that the 9-year-old telling this grown woman to suck her dick? Is that the 9-year-old telling that woman to suck her dick? Tell me that wasn't the 9-year-old who just said that. Oh, y'all saying that's the mom? Jesus Christ! Wow.
Don't say shit, pussy, about me. What up?
Come on. Stop.
What up?
Stop.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Get out
Stop.
Get out
Stop.
Get out.
She's trying to fight her mom.
4-7. Yeah, mom's trying to start a fight with cars driving by now, so get a couple cars down. Stop.
Stop.
Put her in your car.
No. No.
Yeah. Stop.
I want my dad.
You gotta tell. Listen. You gotta tell this officer where you pulled
I want my dad.
Come on.
I'm not going nowhere. I want my dad.
247. We don't need you here. Hey! Get back in your house!
No. I want my dad.
You're not gonna run off.
I want my dad.
Stop.
I want my dad. I'm not getting in no car. I want my dad. I want my dad. No. Stop. Oh my God. Okay. Wait, my mom, she's pregnant though.
You done?
My mom pregnant. Oh yeah. Please
Stop.
let me go. I want my dad. Give me a please. I want my dad, please.
Lost for SR. Mom's still trying
Wait,
to fight.
please. Can you go help my mom? She's pregnant. Can you go help my mom?
Honor's in
She's
custody.
pregnant. Please.
Let's go.
Please,
Get up.
I want my dad.
Get up.
I want my dad. I want my dad.
Car out here.
The young lady sitting up here saying, I guess she want to help her mom because the mom is pregnant. I'm going to say this to you, young lady. Your mama didn't care about her being pregnant. She out there trying to fight you. She didn't care about her being pregnant. But you showing, I guess, some kind of remorse for what happened between y'all. And you reaching out for her too as well because you claiming that she's pregnant. Then furthermore, you calling for your dad. I don't know. Hopefully the dad will come out in this video. I don't know. This is sad.
I want my dad.
I got one car out here.
I want my dad. I want my dad. I just see my dad. Oh, I want my dad.
And the mom still talking shit to her. Told her get in the car and call her another bitch. Are y'all serious? Are y'all serious?
Get in the car now. Okay? What are you doing? What are you doing? Because you're going to go to jail now too.
I want my dad. Wait. I just want to see my dad, please.
Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car. I don't
I got it, Bieber. I got it.
I'm ready to take mom to jail too.
Okay, but you need to get warm.
He just said I'm ready to take mom to jail too, so I don't know if she actually went to jail or not. So we'll see what happened. But oh my God, wow.
Yeah.
All them damn police cars out there for this 9-year-old. All them police cars out there. That's a damn shame. And me personally, for what I'm seeing so far, y'all can't be out there for her. Y'all can't be. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go so far and say this. I don't know how many of y'all agree with me. For what I'm hearing, this ain't none of this young girl's fault. This is none of her fault. She's acting how she's been taught to act. She's acting what she sees. All right? She's in a toxic environment. Don't have nowhere else to go. She's actually scared. That's what I think she is. I think she's scared. And now you got all these cops here. This baby don't know which way to go. She's scared. Out of her fucking mind, she's scared. And I don't blame her. I don't blame her. I don't.
Her hands are freezing.
Look at me. Look at me. Don't look anywhere else.
Get in the car. I'm done telling you. Get in the car.
This is it, honey.
Get in the car.
I know, you gotta sit back. Too hard. Don't do it. Sit back.
247. You got a rig stage.
Yes,
And then on top of that, here's my thing on this. She was calling for a dad. When y'all think that maybe if y'all did get the dad to come out there, maybe she would have calmed down. Maybe he could have helped y'all calm her down. Did anybody try to talk to the dad? Anybody contact the dad? That could have been y'all key right there. Who's your dad, dear? Let's see, can we get him? Any of y'all would have got dad on the phone, she might have calmed down. And dad probably would have told her, baby, just chill. All right? You're going to be okay. All right? Just chill. Y'all let me talk to her. He could have calmed her down. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to go further than this. Maybe he probably went down there with her just to show her his baby support, to make her feel that she's going to be okay. I'm here, dear. I ain't going to let nothing happen to you. But I don't think nobody did that.
Alright, just keep him staged for a minute.
Fresh, are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
How are you, Fred?
Just need a neighborhood check.
Yeah,
Mom's out here. I catch. Mom's out here trying to fight people driving by.
I'll go right now.
129. She's the one that called originally.
Try to fight people driving by. Jesus Christ, are you serious? Beaver said the biological dad apparently is deceased. That's what the chief said. The person she's yelling for, calling dad and mom will not let her see, is what the chief said. Oh shit. Okay.
Hey, what do you want, a depot or what?
I'm ready to take mom.
I'll take mom. Stress and I'll go arrest her.
I will call him.
I mean, I really.
Relax, dear.
You gotta be just. Listen, you gotta tell this officer.
I want my dad. I'm not going nowhere. I want my dad.
Of course, son. We don't need you here.
Hey, get back in your house.
Here, let's go have a seat.
No, I want my dad.
You're not gonna run off.
I want my dad.
You're gonna be fine.
Stop.
I want my dad. I'm not getting in no car till I see my dad.
Here, just stop for a second.
I want my dad.
Patrol 47. I'm in.
I want my dad. No.
Stop. Kick us, dude.
Stop! Oh my God!
Stop, dude. Just relax.
Okay.
You
Wait, my
done?
mom, she's pregnant.
Are you done?
My mom's pregnant. Oh yeah, please just
Stop.
let me go. I want my dad.
Stop. You're
You
good? 2-4, Sean.
I want.
I know.
For us, sir. Bob's still trying to play.
Who is the mom talking to now? She's still out about bitch. Who's the mom talking to now?
Ma'am, hey, get out of the street for me. Get out of the street. Get out of the street for me. Just stand out of the street.
I want my dad. I want my dad. I want my dad.
It might be easier this.
I want my dad.
Car out here.
I want my dad. I want my
You gotta
dad.
stop and take a breath. You're alright?
Stop.
Can I just see my dad, please? I want my dad. Wait, can I just please get the snow off of me?
I'll get the snow off you.
It's cold.
In the car.
You've had your chance.
Get in the car now.
Okay?
Okay.
You've had your chances.
I want
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I want
You're gonna go to jail now too.
I want my
Have a
dad.
seat,
Wait,
dear.
I just want to see my dad, please. For the last time. I want my dad.
For the last
Get in
time.
the car.
I demand it.
I don't care what you demand. Let's go.
She's got her leg underneath my car.
Stop! I want my dad. I want my dad.
Stop or you're gonna get yourself hurt.
Stop! He's hurting me. I want to. Oh my God!
Then get in the car.
Please help somebody. No!
You want me to grab it from the other side?
I want my dad. Stop!
Sit her up.
Stop!
Sit up.
No!
You're acting like a
I
child.
want to.
Stop.
I am a child. The fuck!
I just went back to the house.
My arm! I have a bad arm!
Stand up. Stand up.
Yeah, let
I have a
that
Stand
bad
up.
arm!
Then stand up.
Get up, come on.
I want my dad!
Come on.
I can't hurt. She's on the
Stand
ground.
up.
Officer!
Stand up. Stand up.
Officer!
I'm right here. You're gonna get straight.
Scott Dripper, I'm gonna answer your question. You have to understand, I don't know if you dealt with people like this before, but when they hyped up like that, they strong as hell. When they hyped up like that, they strong as hell, dude. I promise you. They strong as hell. I had a guy that I worked with. You know, we had to restrain him. You know, no problem. Had no problem. One night, I don't know what got me into this dude. This dude was on 100, just like that. And y'all see how thick I am. I'm a thick brother. It was me and another girl, heavy set. And we had a little small chick. This man got so beefed up that night that he was tossing my big ass around. I bullshit you not. Me and the other big girl, he was tossing us around. We got him down. He got right back up. He was just that damn strong and was tossing our ass around. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. That night, he took on 3 of us and was tossing us around. So that's one of the reasons why they can't get in the car, because when they hyped up like that, they are strong. You be amazed how your body reacts when you hyped up like that. You damn near unstoppable. How many of y'all agree with me who deal with people like that? They damn near unstoppable. Damn near unstoppable. So I can kind of understand why they can't get her in the car. She's so hyped up. Everything just coming together. She's strong as hell right now. And they having a hard time with her. Then you got to look at her size too. I see some of y'all saying she kind of big for a 9-year-old. I just pay attention to that. Yeah, she is kind of big for a 9-year-old. She looks like she's about 12 or 13. So to answer your question, bro, I can understand why they can't get her, because she's strong as hell right now. And you hear how heavy they breathing, they can't get her. She on one right now.
I want a girl officer.
Stand up.
Stand up.
I want a girl. Please,
stand up for me. Okay, they'll get off of you, but you have to get up, okay? Will you get up? Can you let go of her? I got her. I got her. Come on. I will. They will let go, but you gotta stand up. Stand up. Will you stand up for me? Will you stand? Hey, look at me. Stand up.
I can't the way I'm sitting.
Ready? Yep. Good job.
A little bit more. A little bit more.
Look. Good, there you go.
He's pulling so hard.
Chill. It's okay. I know. Go ahead.
Are you
Sit
gonna?
back for her. Sit back for him. Okay?
I'll let go if you're gonna
Sit back
be. You're gonna
for her so
stop.
he doesn't pull you, okay?
I want my dad.
I'll find your dad, okay? But you need to sit back. Put your foot here.
No,
And sit back.
I want my dad.
I'm gonna get your dad, okay? But you need to get warm, otherwise you're gonna get hypothermia. So sit back, okay? I'll get your dad, I promise.
My dad.
Is he here?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll find him, okay? But you, hey, look at me. I can't find your dad until you sit back and I can close the door, okay? I will find your dad, so sit back. I promise. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Don't look anywhere else. I promise.
Get in the car.
Okay?
I'm done telling you. Get in the car.
This is it, hon. Okay?
I'm gonna tell you where they fucked up at right there. And I want y'all to tell me y'all agree with me. And thank y'all for joining and hit that thumbs up. I'm gonna tell you where they just fucked up at right there. That lady had her calm for a minute. She had her calm down. She was coming down. When he started hollering, said, get in the car, and he reached in there and grabbed her, that's where he fucked up at right there. She started right back up again. That's where he fucked up at. That lady had her. She was calming down. Whoever this dude right here is, he fucked that up.
In the car then.
You gotta sit back. He won't do it if you sit back. Come on.
What the heck am I doing?
We'll fix them once you sit in the car. Come on.
I want my dad.
Come on. I'm gonna punch for you and I don't want to. So sit back. Then sit back. Come on.
I want my
This is your last chance. Otherwise, pepper spray's going in your eyeballs. Come on, let's go.
Alright, keep it safe for a minute.
Come on.
I want my dad.
I'm gonna go get him. Now sit back. Come on. I will fix it. I will fix it.
If we need to, why don't we separate them outside?
Let's just sit back.
I want to see my dad.
Yeah.
Come on. Please sit back. Sit back. Come on. Put your legs in. It's your last chance.
I want my
Last chance. I'm going to go get your dad.
I want my dad.
Come on.
I want to call him.
I will call him. Sit back. Come on. They are losing their patience. Okay?
I want my
Come on.
I want my dad.
Come on. Good job. Come on. You're almost there. Come on.
I want my
Come on. Use
dad.
this.
What's her name?
I don't know her name. What's
Bradstreet. What's her name?
Sit back.
Dear, why you just stop for a second and take a deep breath. Hey, just stop.
I will get your dad.
No, you said that you were gonna pepper spray me. No, please, no, stop.
Sit back.
I got a bad arm.
Just spray her.
No, I have
Just
a bad
spray her at this
arm.
point.
Stop. Stop.
Dear,
Stop.
I got her. I got her.
Please wipe my eye. Wipe my eye, please.
Unbelievable.
Wow. 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 That's all I can say is wow. That Mm, 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 mm. Hey, y'all give me a minute, man. I'll be right back. Give me just a minute. Y'all just sit tight for your boy. I'll be right back. All right, guys. I had to take a small little breather after that one, man. That was insane. That was very insane. Right there just happened, but I don't. Again, like I said, I don't blame this young girl for what happened. I don't blame this young girl for what happened. Um, the way things are going on at home that we see obviously is fucked up and dysfunctional. So I don't blame this young girl at all. And for her to go so far and say that stabbing and you saw blood and all this, they said a lot. And then when she said that, the mom got mad at her and tried to fight her, called her all kind of bitches and stuff. And then the mom, I don't know who she was talking to at that point, talking about suck my dick, and you doing all this in front of a 9-year-old, talking like that in front of a 9-year-old, which I think she was talking to the 9-year-old when she said suck my dick. She said, come on, what's up? I mean, you fighting this girl like she a grown woman, or you tried to fight like she was a grown woman. So this girl is fucked up in the mind, and she gonna need some heavy counseling. And maybe she need to get out their home. As far as the cop goes, here's my thing on that. I think they was okay until when the lady got her to calm down just a little, and she could have had her calm down more. And the other dude just I guess he lost his patience and went in there, tried to grab that young girl, and it started the shit all over again. I'm not a cop, but from what I just saw in that video, the pepper spray her, I don't know if that's really necessary or not. I mean, because you already had it in the car. You had enough muscle out there. that if she tried to get out the car, I think I could have put her back in the car. So to pepper spray her, I don't know, was that really necessary or not? You know, I don't know. I don't really think that was necessary. I don't think it was. So I saw one of y'all or two of y'all say that her dad is deceased. I guess the biological dad is deceased. And she said, I want to see my daddy for the last time. I did hear when she said that. So I don't know what she's saying for the last time before he passed, or I'm asking you for the last time to see my dad. I don't know how she was really saying that. And let me ask y'all a question. The guy who stayed in that house, was that supposed to be her biological dad, or that just somebody her mom was dating? The guy in the house, was that her actual dad, or was that a stepdad? If anybody know. If anybody know, was that her dad she calling out for, or was she calling out for her biological dad? Well, yeah, bag lady, they probably would have been mad about that too, but you know, but I don't know. I don't know. Man. Okay, you believe it's the ex-boyfriend. You said it was her dad that was stabbed. Okay, I'm trying to see what's the biological dad or was it the stepdad, but apparently whoever this man is, stepdad or real dad, must have had a good influence on her that, you know, I guess she called out for her, but then again, at the same time, you ran out the house. So, but then this little girl, she was more so run away from the moms, because the moms sound like she just sound like she cuckoo, you know. So and you out there in public on video talking to that girl like they try to fight her like that, that's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame to me now. I mean, I don't think the girl's trying to book up at her. Not that I saw. She just speaking her mind, saying, hey, you know, you did this, you did that. So apparently the girl must have been telling the truth in some sense, because when she started saying that, that's when the woman got hyped up and said, get your ass in the house. A woman do this and I'm going to do that. So the girl must be telling some truth about something. I don't know about the stabbing, but she must have been telling the truth about something. Because when the girl started speaking, that woman just went nuts. She just went nuts. So Bieber sent me this, that the mom spoke out. Let me see what the mom got to say.
Are under scrutiny this morning after they released edited video of a 9-year-old girl being handcuffed and pepper sprayed in the back of a police car. We do want to warn you, this video is disturbing.
Here. I got her. I got her. Yeah.
9 Rochester police officers and supervisors responded to the scene of what they say was a family trouble call on Friday. We don't have video of what was happening when they arrived, but the deputy police chief described the girl as suicidal. Also indicated she wanted to harm her mother. Police say the officers tried to put her in the back of a patrol car when she kicked at them and disobeyed commands to put her feet in the car. Rochester Police Accountability Board has launched its own investigation. That young girl was treated at a hospital and then released to her family.
Okay, Bieber. They say she spoke out, but she didn't say. All right, this is what it said, y'all. The mother of a 9-year-old who was handcuffed and pepper sprayed by Rochester police say the officers involved should be fired. Really? Public outrage has been high since body cam footage released Sunday show officers restraining and scolding a girl who was screaming for her father. The mother, Elba Pope, told CNY Central on Tuesday that the conflict started as an argument between her and her spouse. The two were arguing outside when Pope's daughter overheard them from the inside of the house, making her upset. I was unaware that she was upset. I was unaware that she was feeling any type of way or that she had even heard the fight or the argument, Pope said. How many of y'all believe that? How many of y'all believe that? Come on now. Seriously? I done heard my dad argue a lot of times. I done heard my mom argue a lot of times. We in the same damn house. How the hell you would think I would not hear that? Why would you think I would not hear that? And I'm in the same house. And then on top of that, if I'm used to seeing this and I'm used to hearing this, why the hell would you think I didn't hear this? Are you serious? Come on, man. You gotta be better than that. You gotta do better than that. She was unaware that she had even heard the fight or the argument, Pope said, adding that officers ignored multiple requests for mental health assistance for her daughter during a conflict. So they said officers requested for mental health assistance. Pope ended up calling police on her spouse. When they arrived, her daughter left their house, and it was when she was trying to get her daughter back inside that the situation escalated. Pope said what she should have done was got on his walkie-talkie and asked for help, not back up for police. But someone from the mental health to help with the 9-year-old child having a meltdown. So let me get this straight. Hold up. Let me get this straight. Cause what it sounds like to me is the mom is trying to downplay it now. Like you went out there on the video, call her all kind of bitches, and sit up there trying to fight her, and then tell her to suck your dick and all that stuff. So this how we gonna play it, ma'am? Seriously? Now you trying to downplay, talk about what they should have done. But what should you have done? You trying to downplay it now. I don't like that. You trying to downplay it now. I don't like this shit. The city of Rochester suspended officers on Monday pending the completion of an internal investigation. They should be fired, Pope said. Regardless of what happened prior, there's no reason why a child should be pepper sprayed when she is already detained in handcuffs in the car. I guess I somewhat agree with that. The day after the detainment, the police said the girl disobeyed commands to put her feet in the car, and the officer was then required to spray an irritant in the handcuffs girl's face, the department said. Pope's attorney had filed a notice of claim with the city, which maintains her right to sue. The day after... Okay, what is she going to sue for? Can anybody tell me what is she going to sue for? She going to sue for what? What's she suing for? And I'm dead serious when I asked that. What is she trying to sue for? The day after the detainment, the police said the girl disobeyed commands to put her feet in the car, and the officer was then required to spray her. The department said Rochester police didn't immediately respond to a request of comment Tuesday night. New York Attorney General Letitia James said Monday her office was looking into what happened. She called the incident deeply disturbing and wholly unacceptable. On who part? On who part? I would like to know that. You find this unacceptable on who part? The child or the cops or both? James last year impaneled a grand jury to investigate the actions of several Rochester police officers following the death of Daniel Prude. Prude died after officers responded to a call for help from which his brother put a hood over the naked man's head and pressed his face into the pavement. Is that it? Okay, I guess that's it. Do anybody have any clips of the mom actually coming out talking? So anybody having the clips of the mom actually coming out talking? Because I would like to hear her explain her actions out there, the way she was acting. Because listen, the way she was talking, that wasn't at the cops. That was at that girl. Let me say it again. The way you came out cussing and hooting and hollering and talking, you weren't doing that to the cops. You was doing it to that girl. So apparently you didn't have no problem at first what was going on with the cops and that young lady. To the point where they tried to pull her to the car, you still was talking shit to her, trying to fight her. Then they try to get in the car. You try to fight everybody else. For what? That's not their fault. You try to fight everybody that's passing by. That's not their fault. You and your spouse is in their house acting a damn fool, cutting up, fighting. According to the young lady, y'all fighting, stabbing, and doing all type of shit. And y'all don't expect this girl to feel some type of way seeing this shit every day? And then you call, say, you in fear she's going to hurt somebody? Yes, because she's watching y'all. She's watching y'all. So however you and the husband approach each other in their house, somebody approach her like that, she's going to fuck them up. Because she see y'all doing it. But again, everybody's upset with the cops on this one. But what about the actions that played out between her and the mom? I don't get it. I don't get that at all. I don't get that at all. Everybody's upset with the cops. The cops was called there. But nobody upset with how this mom talking to her baby? Nobody's upset that this grown-ass woman told a 9-year-old to suck her dick. I ain't no pussy, bitch. Come on. Come on, do something. But we mad at the cops, though. Told this girl to suck my dick. And said it multiple times. Suck my dick. And then want to come out and talk about get your ass in the house. If that girl would have told you fuck you, I wouldn't have blamed her. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it, but she would have told you fuck you. I mean, I wouldn't blame her. No, don't try to act like a mama now. Don't try to act like a mama now. Talk about get my ass in the house. Because I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, let me say this right here. Let me put this out here. Let me say a scenario. While they was fighting, this little girl probably tried to intervene and say, y'all, please stop. Probably crying her eyes out. She probably said, y'all, please stop. Y'all stop. And when that young girl said stop, that mom probably turned around and talked shit to that little girl. And that dude probably told her, don't talk to her like that. And she probably told him, motherfucker, that's my child. You don't tell me how to speak to my child. Fuck you too, nigga. And so maybe when the girl tried to step outside, you try to snatch her back in. And that's why she said in the beginning of the video, I don't want to be here. Young lady, I don't blame you. Well, no fucking child want to be in that. Divine Feminine, you wanna come up and talk? You say you down there, I'll let you come up and talk. You wanna speak on this, or anybody wanna speak on it, I'll open up the stream, y'all, let y'all come talk about this. I mean, this is sad. I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. I get it about the pepper spray thing. I get that, I can understand why y'all saying that, this, that, the third, but at the same time, though, the cops got a job to do too. Y'all the one who called there. But now I'm just tripping. Mom, you called the police and y'all cut up so bad out there, you and the daughter, you had 9 or 6 other cop cars come out there. Cause it's only 2 of y'all. Only 2 of y'all. And 2 of y'all had all them cops out there. That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. All them cops came because of 2 of y'all. Y'all cut up that bad. That bad. I Divine, email me and I'll give you the link. Email me and I'll drop the link. Matter of fact, let me open it up right now. So Divine, you email me. I'll wait for your email and I'll send you the link. You can come up here and talk to me. I'll send the link. You come in and talk to me. Man. Golly. All right, guys. In the meantime, excuse me. Let's listen to what the mayor had to say.
Good afternoon, and thank you all for coming today. I want to reiterate first and foremost my concern for the 9-year-old child that was harmed during this incident that happened on Friday. I did have a chance to speak with her mom, to check on her, and to talk about how she was feeling from one mother to another. I
Really?
want everyone to know that
Really?
the redaction of the body-worn camera has been completed. We will be releasing that forthwith today after this press conference and get that information to the public. I can assure you that.
Miss Lovely, did you call to see how she doing, or did you call to ask her, what was you thinking when you did that? Why did you do that? Why did you talk to that baby like that? Seriously?
Mom was very concerned to make sure that her daughters.
And you said from mother to mother, so meaning I guess you got it. Man.
Identity and information was protected, and so we want to make sure that we are being compliant and transparent, but we also want to respect a mother's right and a child's right to privacy and the way that they want to handle this. We will have our person in crisis team reach out to the family. They've already, our police department has reached out, but we recognize that there is other support and resources that the mother welcomed when I spoke to her, and very concerned about how this young girl was handled by our police department. It is clear from the video that we need to do more in supporting our children and families, and that is a top priority for our entire community and this administration. I want to make clear that Chief here.
Guys, and it may not look like it, man. I'm trying to hold back tears, man. This whole situation it's sad. There ain't nothing funny. Y'all see I ain't cracking no jokes or none of that shit, man. I'm holding back tears because this shit is sad. That is sad as hell what I saw happen between that girl and her mama. That's a damn shame.
Harriet Sullivan and EDC Anderson have demonstrated the change that was needed to ensure that this information be provided to the public within a reasonable time frame. Within 12 hours of the incident occurring, RPD not only notified my office, but the public as a whole and also City Council. Within 48 hours, we are making this body-worn camera video available for the public to view as well. This complies with my direction regarding informing the public when significant events like these occur in our city. It is a welcome change and progress in the right direction. It is a type of prompt public disclosure that will allow city government and our entire community to understand what happened and take whatever actions are necessary to improve public safety. I have directed the chief to conduct a complete and thorough and transparent investigation into this incident. Further, I welcome the review of this issue by the Police Accountability Board, of which I indicated to City Council when I notified them on yesterday that the Police Accountability Board should review this. Together, we must ensure accountability, detail the policy and procedures that need to be improved, and act with haste to make the needed changes a reality. I will work to ensure that not only the chief, but our city council and our community have exactly that. In fact, we are doing this work together already through our response to the governor's executive order to reimagine policing, and will finalize our recommendation in the coming days, which we will put out to the public for public comment and public review. As it relates to the person in crisis team, I'm thankful to have our commissioner, Danielle Lyman-Torres, here, who is in charge of the persons in crisis team. Unfortunately, this was not an incident where the PIC team would have been called because of the type of initial call to 911. This call did not come in a form that would have alerted the PIC team. It came in a way that would have alerted the response that was given, which was our police department. Unfortunately, there are a number of events happening at the same time at this location, all of which required a police response. That said, long term, it is our goal. Remember, we just started the PIC team just launched. It is our goal for RPD and the PIC team to be able to provide a joint response when necessary to improve how we protect the community. This incident will certainly inform those efforts. However, we should not unfairly disparage or demean the efforts of the team when they are truly not at fault. The questions of true motives anywhere as it pertains to this, needs to be evaluated. What happened on Friday redoubles our commitment and my commitment to improving public safety in our community and reimagining policing for the benefit of all Rochester families and neighborhoods. Part of that effort is addressing what happened to this young lady, young girl, young child. I have a 10-year-old daughter, so she's a child. She's a baby. And I can tell you that this video, as a mother, is not anything that you want to see. It's not. We have to understand compassion, empathy. When you have a child that is suffering in this way and calling out for her dad, I saw my baby's face and her face.
Lovely. I'm going to add this with what you said. When you see a girl like that, acting the way she acting, let's add this too. In a home like that too, man. In a home like that too. Add that too. Don't leave that out. Talk about she screaming for her dad. Speak on that too, of the home that she's living in. Speak on that too, man. Because that's not all what's going on that she called her dad. Ma'am, if you saw the video like everybody else did, you saw what the fuck went on. Come on, Lovely. Cut it out.
Compassion and seeing yourself and seeing your child, seeing your loved one is what you want, no matter the situation. No matter the situation, I would expect that any of us in this type of situation to see our own. And that's what I saw, my own.
That's bullshit, man.
I could hear the words of this child coming out of my child's mouth. This is not something that...
So meaning, by your logic, ma'am, if that was your child acting like that, what would you have done? Would you have talked to her the same way since you see this shit? So that means you would be talking to her the same way, right? Your household would have been ran the same way, right? Man, get the fuck out of here, man. That's bullshit. You buttering this story up. I don't like that. Call that shit, man.
Any of us should want to justify, can justify. And it's something we have to change. It is not an option. We must change how we do business, how we treat people. We have to understand that they, at the very core, are human beings.
No, man. What you need to change is when you see a young lady or a young man in a home like that, you need to recommend them to get the fuck up out of there. That's what you need to recommend, man. All right? Because your business was called by the mother. Your mother called your people to come out there. And when your people came out there, their mom acted a fucking fool. All right? So come on, lovely. Cut the bullshit, man. Damn.
And we must treat each other as we want to be treated, as we want our loved one to be treated. And I know that that's a process. I know that that's a mind change. I know that that's a shift. I know that it's hard. And I don't know what it's like to be a cop. But I know what it's like to be a mother. I know what it's like to be a member of a community that feels disadvantaged, that feels that at every turn there's harm, there's hurt, and undervalue. I know what it's like. And
do you know what it's like to have a mom to tell you to suck her dick? Do you know what it's like for your mom to have you to call you a bitch? Do you know what that feel like, ma'am? I'm just asking. Inquiring minds want to know.
Asking for everybody, all of us, to understand, to hear, to listen, to empathize, but most of all, to act differently. Act differently. Do things differently. It is hard, I know, because sometimes the training and other things don't do and is not prepared for this type of call. But this is part of what we do. And if we're going to do it, we're going to do it right. We're going to do it with empathy. We're going to do it with compassion. And we're going to be sincere. First and foremost, I'm going to ask that Chief Sullivan, Harriet Sullivan, come forward and talk specifically about the event on that day. And again, ask that you keep the family of this young child in your prayers. Again, we will continue to work with her and her mom and try to do everything that we can to be of support.
Keep the child in your prayers. Also, keep that child away from their family right now until they get their shit together. How about that?
It's not only their family, but to all families in our community that are suffering in this way. Chief Sullivan.
Good morning. Thank you, Mayor. First of all, I want to say that I'm not going to stand here and tell you that for a 9-year-old to have to be pepper sprayed is okay. It's not. I don't see that as who we are as a department, and we're going to do the work we have to do to ensure that these kinds of things.
It may not be okay, ma'am, and I get that what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But here's the thing, though. Was it necessary? Yeah, I get that thumbs up for your boy, man, and share this out. And Divine, I'm still waiting your email, deal, because I want to hear what you got to say, if you got something to say at all.
Don't happen. When I came on board, I've talked consistently about this being a partnership with the community, that we're going to be transparent as we can. We're going to work together. And when I brought in our Executive Deputy Chief Anderson, he's of the same mindset. That's our mantra. Those are the things we've been working towards. And so far, we've done a lot of work in reevaluating our policies and have worked hand in hand with the professionals that we've brought in to help us get to that point. So please know that this process is continuous for us, and it's never going to end. This is the kind of thing we're always going to be vigilant about, evaluating who we are and what we do as a department. Now, I do want to invite our Executive Deputy Chief. He and I spoke quite a bit on this, but he really was at the helm of managing this process on the ground, so I think it'd probably be best to have him come up and weigh in. He can explain to you some of the circumstances and some of the details, and obviously we'll be here once that's completed. Thank you. Deputy?
Good morning. I'm going to explain what transpired, but before I get right into the business of what happened, I want to echo the sentiments of what you heard today. What the chief and I have been talking about is not just only providing training to our police officers, but really when we're asked what do we want the heart of a police officer. We know that when we get the heart, we can get our police officers to respond with compassion, with humility. And those are things that we feel are very important. On the 29th at about 3:21 p.m., our officers responded to 129 Avenue B for what was a report of a family trouble. During that time, the officers were made aware that a 9-year-old female was suicidal. She indicated that she wanted to kill herself, and she wanted to kill her mom, and she was just upset and concerned. Our officers responded and initially made an effort to try to secure her. We were also told that she was running away, and she did run. In the initial contact with her, the officer was making an effort to try to get her secured where we can get her some assistance. And the officer told her that he wanted to help her.
Right, Scott,
the young girl was obviously upset over what transpired, and a number of things happened while the officer was doing that. The mother came, attempted to create some conversation and dialogue, maybe in some ways created some discipline for the behavior of her daughter, which caused the officer to have a diverted attention as he was trying to address the mother's conversation with the daughter, the discipline, and trying to mitigate that situation. There were individuals that drove by, that were in cars, that stopped to see what transpired, and they also became a distraction for the officer. Now, as I explain this, I'm not making any excuses for what transpired. What I'm simply doing is providing you the facts as what took place. The officer then decided to remove the young person, the female, the child, from the situation to get her in a car while we could get her assistance by calling AMR out in order to get her to Rochester General Hospital to get assistance with respect to mental hygiene. And as he did that over time, the young child refused. She thrashed around. She actually at one point kicked one of the officers in the chest and knocked his body-worn camera around. Now, from what was observed, it didn't appear as if she was resisting the officers. She was trying not to be restrained to go to the hospital. That's what it appeared to be. And as the officers made numerous attempts to try to get her in the car, an officer sprayed the young child with OC spray to get her in the car, fully in the car. And the effects of that did work. And that's what the concern that we have is the method that was used at that time. She was.
So that's all y'all concerned with, really? That's all y'all.
Transported to Rochester General Hospital, where she was later released, And that's the sum of what transpired. One other factor is that, as the mayor said, and as our chief said, this is our effort to make sure that we're transparent, that we're responding to things relatively quickly. We brought our entire team and our staff together and the leaders, and while we are looking at a culture change, we need to make changes here. Many of the leaders that I talked to as part of our command staff looked at this and they were very concerned with what transpired with this child. And so we do care and we're committed to change, and we have a number of things in place to make these changes. And that's what we have. And I'll turn it back over to the chief.
So let me get this straight. All that transpired out there, that was the only thing y'all was worried about, is getting her in the car. Y'all won't worry about the confrontation that happened out there. Nobody's speaking on that. But they all so concerned about the young lady being pepper sprayed. I get it, but what about the shit that transpired before? And if the girl is suicidal, then you see why the fuck she is suicidal. Come on, y'all.
We can answer any questions that you may have at this point in time. Patty? Oh. I'll start off. First, as everyone knows, that we are currently working on Executive Order 203. We've been working on this for over a couple months. We have UCLM, the Police Accountability Board, Race Commission, as well as our police department, WilmerHale, and so we're going through this process of looking at policies, procedures, how we recruit. We've a number of those documents have been released to the public already. We are in the process of finalizing the draft document that we are going to be releasing to the public, hopefully within the next week or so. We had a 5-hour retreat on Friday. We plan to hit the ground again on Monday to go through these documents so that we can get that to the public to review, to understand what is being recommended as changes. And then, with that information, we'll then go to City Council. They will, of course, do their review, and then we will send that document to the governor. But that's just one step. There are many things that, of course, need to happen. I know that the chief and the ECD are doing things right now internally outside of that document to also review and go through and make the changes that are necessary in order to change the mindset around how we deal, how we protect, and how we, above all, how we serve. ECD, you want to talk about that?
Thank you, Mayor. As the mayor indicated, we are in the process of reviewing a number of policies and making changes right now as we speak. Also, with this incident, we have met with many of the leaders in the organization that have taken a critical look at what transpired already, and they're already making recommendations that we plan to implement this week. Those changes will come with respect to actually talking to the officers themselves that were involved, and getting them to look at de-escalation, having a tactical pause when need be, and really placing an emphasis on empathy and how we go about those tactics. But it's not just with the officers that were involved. It's going to be something that's extending to the entire organization. Our overall goal is to change the culture and to also recognize that many things that we do have, some of them do work. So some tradition works, but many of the things that we need to do in the future needs to change. So it is about a progressive change that the chief is talking about and the mayor. And it's important to know that not only has the mayor provided resources for us to change and allocated funding to organizations that are coming to change, but the chief is committed to that change, and so are the leaders in our organization.
Yes, you'll see all of that in Executive Order 203 recommendations. There may be some other things that change that are outside of that, but of course, this is a draft that will be released hopefully this week. We're trying to get it done to be released this week, and we have to have it passed by April to go to the governor by April 1st. So any recommendations that may come from the family, from our community, when they see this document, is something that we will also make available for the public to see.
Mayor, it's clearly 24 hours for any information on this incident to be released to the public. So, first, what calls for the silence both for yourself and from the police department? And secondly, when the public did find out about this, several city council members put on social media they were asking that this body camera footage be released immediately. So why the delay?
Actually, it did not take 24 hours. I think that that's inaccurate information. On the night of the event, so the event, I believe, happened on Friday around 3:30. And so when the chief was notified, the chief notified me. I asked her to send over the body-worn camera video. It takes time to download and to be uploaded into the system. I did receive that, I believe, in the wee hours of the morning. And then after it was about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, I then watched the video. I immediately contacted City Council. I sent that video to City Council President and the Vice President. I sent that video over to them. I think that there was something that was a glitch in because the video has to be redacted. We have a child that is involved in this. As I said earlier, her mother is very concerned about her identity not being revealed and wanting to make sure that we protect the family and this child's rights as we release this video to the public. So I just want to make sure that we're very clear about when this information was provided and the time frame in which we were able to get this information out to the public. Thank you. So I don't think that that's accurate either. So I would go back and I believe that the police department released a press release on this that night. And therefore, there was more information that came forward at 11:30 the next morning after.
The mom is concerned about the baby identity. I get that. But you weren't too concerned about her sucking your dick. You weren't concerned about telling her you ain't no pussy. What's up, bitch? You weren't concerned about that. But you concerned about her identity being put out. What the fuck?
After we were able to view and download the video, because we want to make sure that we're providing accurate information. And so instead of providing inaccurate information, we want to make sure that we provide accurate information. We want to make sure that we are protecting those individuals that need to be protected in this. And so it was a series and a process. First, the press release notifying that an event happened. Second, additional information. Third, a statement. Fourth, City Council came out with their statements last night. And then fifth, we're releasing this video after we were able to redact it and provide it to the public. So no, it is not. It does not include every person. What we have is the person that the officer who actually did the pepper spray and the officer that was on original call, and we are going through the others to redact them, and then we would make those available when we can. But of course, redacting is a process, but you get the gist and the understanding of what exactly happened from these two body-worn cameras, and as we finish redacting the others, we'll make those available as well. I'm sorry? Yes, it shows the entire incident.
I'm not sure. We will certainly, as we get all that together, make that available. We just, in the interest, as the mayor had said, but I believe in that, our goal is to be as accurate as possible, but also be transparent and timely. And I'm not going to rush a process if we're running the risk that the information we're giving out is not correct. So just bear with us, as we move forward. 48 hours to get a redacted, and then obviously legal had to review it as well. So we have to go through those steps. As the mayor said, we want to protect the family and balance that with the right of the public to be able to see certain information. So we're always going to err on the side of being correct and protecting people that have a right to that protection. Thank you. We've worked out a protocol that there are certain calls that PIC will be called to. It's a new process, so we're taking baby steps to ensure that, we can tweak things that are happening and make corrections where we need to. But and on that note, does Dr. Lyman Torres, she may want to add into that. But I did review and sign off on the specific calls that PIC would be called for, and this would not be. All right, I'll let Dr. Lyman weigh in on that.
My question is, I'm under the impression that once on scene, RPD is not able to call and say, hey, things have changed here. We'd love to have some social workers or mental health people here. Can you send them? I'm under the impression that can't happen. Is that true?
So what is true is that the PIC team is at this time being dispatched to a certain set of calls that they are going to in lieu of RPD. That the co-response protocols that we have built into later into the pilot are still under development. But RPD can speak to policies and procedures that they have regarding how they deal with changes on the scene and resources that are available. But the PIC team specifically, that co-response protocol procedure is under development. But we have a set of calls, as the chief just said, that the PIC team is dispatched to in lieu of RPD at this time.
Thank you.
All right, guys. I'm just gonna give my final thoughts, man. I'm gonna shut this down because this damn thing, don't nobody give me a headache. It's about to give me a headache. Everybody's concerned about the pepper spray, and one time did I hear anybody mention anything about the interaction between the mom and the daughter that the whole public we just saw. Interaction with the mother, and on top of that, I'm not understanding why was she released back into that home, because it's obviously there's some dysfunction going on in that home. So I'm not getting this whole thing at all. I'm just I don't know. I don't know, man, and it just seemed like Lovely to try to downplay everything, she just tried to downplay everything, and I don't. Nobody's calling for what it really is, This woman called y'all for help, and things escalated, and it escalated because the young girl was pretty much telling what she saw and explaining the reason why she didn't want to be there. And according to what we saw, what we heard, I don't blame that young lady at all for not wanting to be there. It's too much going on in their house. There's just too much going on in their house for a child to be raised in that kind of environment.
If we catch crab in Virginia and Maryland, do we file taxes in each state?
With large catches in both, yes.
All right, somebody just what is this? I guess this where the mom saying she filing suit or something. I don't know. Let's see.
Mother of the 9-year-old girl pepper sprayed by Rochester police on Friday.
I'm very, very hurt. I can't stop replaying in my head my baby saying, "You're hurting me, you're hurting me."
Oh my God.
That mother has now taken the first step towards suing the city of Rochester and police department. As Tyler Brown reports, the mom claims her daughter's constitutional rights were violated as a result of what she is calling a false arrest. Tyler?
Jenny, in a notice of claim today, Elba Pope and her attorney intend to sue the city for excessive force and negligence, just to name a couple. As for right now, Pope says she and her daughter are trying to find ways to cope after Friday's traumatic events.
Her daughter's walking eastbound. Mom's saying she's making suicidal statements.
Elba Pope says an argument between her and her spouse Friday led her to call police. That argument upset her daughter, who then decided to run away.
I'm like, "Sir, can you please contact someone from mental health? I know the signs. I think my daughter is about to have a meltdown." He disregarded what I said, didn't make a call, didn't do anything, but just chased my daughter.
Pope says her daughter has been under mental hygiene.
So what the fuck did you do?
But says she never experienced anything like this.
Just there at this point.
I can't stop replaying in my head my baby saying, "You're hurting me, you're hurting me." And I definitely can't get the fact that I see a grown man literally pull out his pepper spray and pepper spray my daughter more than once. She's a 9-year-old girl.
Are you kidding me?
It's not just the officer's actions that have come under scrutiny. Pope can
What, you a grown ass woman trying to fight and told her suck your...
be seen and heard on camera, screaming obscenities at her daughter and cars driving by.
And you gonna take your in the house.
There have also been people who have criticized your behavior and said and what you said to your daughter during the incident. What responsibility do you believe you have in this, and do you believe you may have escalated the situation?
I don't believe I escalated the situation, because the situation was already escalated. She was already over the top. Do I feel like I came off a little aggressive? Absolutely, I have. There is no reason, there is no excuse. I don't care what happened. There is no reason you should have done my child like that.
One of the officers involved has been suspended. 2 others were put on admin leave. However, Pope says she wants all of the officers involved to be fired. Reporting live, Tyler Brown, 13 WHAM News at 10 on Fox, Rochester.
This motherfucker sit up here and said, "I don't feel like I escalated." Man, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm gone after that. I'm gone. I'm lost for words now. I'm gone. I'm gone. Ain't no way in hell your grown ass for to sit up there and downplay that like the fuck you did. Top of it was already escalated. You damn right it was escalated, fool. Because you and that man up there fighting and stabbing each other shit according to the damn child. But you ain't done shit. I'm gone. I'm gone. You know, fuck, man, I'm gone. I'll catch y'all later. I'm gone.